Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Belgium.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre.
He's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pirlo. And it's Vieira. Mateus. It's a really well-measured ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's been... Rummenigge!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Messi. Now this could be a chance. Cross from Rummenigge. Oh, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Belletti. In again. Rummenigge finds himself offside.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Now it's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Mateus, nicely spread. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Vieira. And here's Pirlo. Messi. It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Messi. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Griezmann! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Griezmann has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's Rashford. Rashford goes on a run down the left wing. Rummenigge. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Mbappe. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Zanetti. And this is Griezmann. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pinches it off him. It's run loose here. And here's Zanetti. And here's Pirlo. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass just didn't quite work. Belletti. And Mateus. And it's Pirlo. It's a searching pass. Caught offside that time. Keeper's got good distance on that. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Zanetti.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's found a way through. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
There's the header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's trying his best to keep... And the shot! Rummenigge. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's got away. Rashford. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Messi. Belgium have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. That's a chance for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. In it comes. He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Out for a throw. Oh, good steal. He just read it. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
But he's well positioned here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
Goes for a shot! No mistake! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency. and they can get right back into this.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Pirlo. Chance! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 4, Franz
Beckenbauer.
Beckenbauer. Number
Yeah.
11,
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Number 6,
Spread it left.
Number 7,
Mateus. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Number
Pirlo
23,
in acres of
Belletti.
space out wide.
Number 17, Perez. Number 8,
Corner
Bellingham.
number 2 then.
Number 9, Batistuta. Substitutions taking place.
Messi plays it short. And here's Messi. Chance to deliver. Good read, needed to be.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shoots! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, good spread. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And this is Batistuta. That is lovely. Messi is onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the right. The final 5 minutes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Indonesia may have thrown this away at the death to turn a deficit into a lead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
And that's been won. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mateus, Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that's that. Indonesia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. No foul, says the referee. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now then, the ball's come loose, and he's managed to get free. Can he finish? It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's made its way to him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
He's having a go! And that tested the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
It's a promising position. Great vision. Swings in across. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Takes on his marker. Some good, persistent defending here. No outsmarting him this time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. He's away! Takes a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Ekitike! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then
And the first 45 minutes are up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Good ball, good take. Konate concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. There was plenty of power on that. And we have our very first corner. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
The attendance for this match was
Lots on that one, but he couldn't find the
29,950.
target. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's had a hit! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Van Dijk. Oh, what a mistake! Now, who's going to be first to this? Szoboszlai. Ekitike, looking to add to his goal. Oh, super find. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
McAllister goes on a run down the left wing. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
And he's whipped it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
That has ended up in no man's land.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's not got that quite right. And the shot! So that's it. It is all over. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So, Jim, how do you reflect? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Ajax.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is.
And Batistuta! Well, that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And he's had a hit! Worth a try, but not this time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, and the shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
Ajax really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Howson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Zanetti. To Messi. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, that is a good ball to... Real chance! He's scored! Two! And we've barely begun here. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks.
Shapes to shoot! Has another go! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's in on goal. And here's Lewandowski. And he's there. Goes for a shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Pedri aims beyond the defence. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now, can they get him away? That is good strength. And it's Robertson. That's an imaginative pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Casado. No goals as yet. Now it's Lewandowski.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's picked his way through. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played towards the other side. Knocks it into space. And Messi! Goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Threads one in. He is through here. Batistuta! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's picked out the run. He has found a way through. And that could well leave a mark. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. He has a look up. Looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's been given away. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Griezmann. And he's running through. He's through. It's one-on-one. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
And here's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's straight offside. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Has been indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, perfectly measured that. Defending was strong and firm. Robertson. He won't be happy with that one. And the first half is done. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Indonesia clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Indonesia are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So off we go once more. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Robertson gets over and intercepts. Indonesia looking to pass their way through. Robertson receives it in a wide position. And here's Batistuta. Knocks it out wide, back into the middle.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, super ball! McTominay can see things others simply cannot. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Lewandowski tries to pass it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Griezmann. Messi.
Indonesia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pedri. Yamal. And that's another good win of the ball. Beckenbauer. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's McTominay. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. It's just beyond his reach. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedri. Fermin. Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. McTominay. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Griezmann. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That has ended up in no man's land. Fermin. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a searching pass. Eric Garcia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Lopez. That is good alertness. Tries to play it through. Indonesia are almost home and dry now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Osimhen. And that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Now that's well seen too. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Looking to play him in. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Messi. Griezmann. And he's got the beating of his man. Ferran Torres. Pass somewhat off target. That's that, the end. Indonesia really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Indonesia definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
That's where we have...